And oh my God, I just had this thought. So my friend who has some land in Ocala, he just sent me a message last night. He's like, "Oh, when are you coming?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got to think about it. Maybe like around March, around my birthday." And you just said, "Oh, what if we have what if you have an event and we're talking about it?" I'm like, "Oh my God!" And what he said, "Let's do an event." And I was just thinking about that because at the moment when he said, "Let's do an event," I was like, "I'm not sure if I want to do an event because it's so much, right?" But I feel like if it's something like this, for like as part of this purpose that we're already working on, and it's like a team thing, then that could be interesting. That could be interesting. So
That's
yeah,
true.
putting
That
that
could,
in the vortex.
yeah, that's very interesting. So are you
Yeah.
imagining like inviting a bunch of stakeholders that are around you or co-creators, like, and then having them all at this place? Is that what you're envisioning? What are you envisioning there?
Yeah, well, I know my friend, he's been wanting to do things in his land I have to catch up with him and maybe find out like invite him in, right? As a vision holder, or an analyst where I can share with him what we've been talking about, because I know he's been wanting to do things on his land. And we were speaking about in the past having a collaboration. There's no organization of all these infrastructures. It's just like, oh yeah, happy go lucky hippie camping, but that could only last for so long before you start running into some issues, right? And he's always like reaching back out to me and saying like, when are you gonna come? When are you gonna, like, let's do something? So there's still that like invitation. And I think that what was happening that didn't work out during that COVID time is that there was just no structure in place for this to happen. But maybe if there is like a collaboration of minds coming together of like all the different assets and resources and knowledge and all the people that we can invite to this space, and with this type of organization, I think it could have the outcome that we all really want, right? Which is this. So
I could totally see that as you're saying that. It's amazing. Amazing that your mind is going that way. So now my mind is thinking, okay, so when in March is your birthday? So when are you imagining this? When are you imagining this? So I can,
my birthday is around March 16th. It could be, maybe it could even that maybe that's a little bit soon. But it could potentially be even around for Earth Day, right? That would be nice, and it would give us time in April. I just threw out something to say to him in that moment. It was like, well, maybe by March I could come, but I feel like I don't want to just go there just to see the place. Like, I could do that, right? Whatever, I could do that, but I feel like it's more important to have like this structure and like a team, because all we're going to talk about if I go there is like, let's do this and let's do that, and then it just stays there, right? But then if there's no team, if there's no like real structure, it just stays in the ideas, in the dream stage.
yeah.
So
Now that you're saying it, I'm imagining that we could do like a whole kind of structured thing to have like, workshop type of experience to create the connections and create like to have a whole bunch of people showing up that, well, we would want to get them connected in first, but I imagine that
yeah,
there could be exercises that could be done that could help facilitate, connections being made and resources being found and that sort of thing right in the moment. But I think what you're describing is amazing, and so I want to start sharing your vision with you so we can both be visioning it into the ethers. Like, how many people
okay.
are you imagining there, so I have an idea in my head?
um I would think we want to start out with something that's like powerful and that's intimate, and that also, is sustainable for the land. I mean, I have to call him and catch up and find out what his current accommodations are, right? So I would have to figure that out. But I'm thinking of like 15 really just like powerful people that are really highly skilled. I'm not interested in the volume. I'm not interested in having 50 people there, or that
Right.
are like just going for fun. It's not like a festival. I mean, it could be fun, but we're going for a purpose, right?
I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, to the people that are ready to create results, right?
Yeah, it's almost like we have like this like round table initiation, and we have
Hmm.
some people in our mind that we feel like need to be in this round table initiation, right? And we invite them into
Wow, I really like the idea of that.
it.
Idea, that's awesome. Thank you for thinking that way. That's super cool.
Yeah,
Awesome. The round table,
yeah,
the Knights of the Round Table.
yeah. The night for the golden age.
That's awesome. That's so great. Cool. All right, Angie, you got me thinking
Yeah.
now, off in these other directions. That's really exciting. Thank you for even,
Yeah.
imagining those sorts of things. Those are exciting things to think about. And I get that, yeah, Kelly and her partner
Possibility.
yeah, they're out of the picture for the moment because they just moved. What about
Well,
your
they moved to I'm sorry, Costa Rica yesterday.
right?
Not that they're out of the picture. I'm just imagine that they're like, moving into their new space, doing whatever they need to do to feel comfortable. But they're always very much on the ball. So I'm sure that we can schedule a call with them next week or something.
Yeah, I was just thinking as you were saying that if they did want to come on board before the next leadership council meeting, which will be a week from Monday. So
Oh yeah, tell me when. What's the date?
it's February 7th, the first,
February 7th.
yeah, the first Monday in February
Okay.
from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And then the next one will be February 21st after that.
Okay.
So
And you said at what time?
8 to 9:30 p.m.
8
Eastern.
to 9:30. Okay.
Yeah.
I can invite them and see where they're at with that. So let's see. They
Well,
wouldn't.
you wouldn't invite them to the leadership council meeting. You would invite, we would,
No, before
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
call.
yeah, to have a meeting. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah, if you want to do that, if you want to invite them for sometime next week, that's awesome. And then that gives them the opportunity to be there on Monday if they want to be, if they're ready to join that quickly and be a part of it. That's awesome. That I always forget the name of, what is the metaverse that your project?
Yeah, so that's Tsunami Diamond. He is gonna be busy next week in Vegas. We have a partner in Vegas
Nice.
that also has a lot of land. He wants to make this land called the Atlantis Project, and in the middle of the desert, and make it like a permanent Burning Man, but with like real structures, and having like a whole permaculture in the desert design.
Wow.
So they're working on that, and he's also like doing some conferences and some things like that. But I do have the potential. I'm probably going to meet him sometime in the middle of February in a crypto conference, and he applied to speak because
Cool.
we're launching the Ascended token and presenting the metaverse, the Ascendia XR. So I know he's very busy this week because he did say that he was going to the Atlantis project, but I could check in with him and find out when he has some free time when he comes back from the conference from Vegas, I believe next week, and then find out when he can meet us.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome because yeah, I'm
Find out.
excited. I'm excited on all these ones. Are there other people
Yeah.
that are in your mind that you feel like need to be near the top of the priority list for us connecting?